Welcome to the demo of OpenMRS with relationship-based access control. In this demo, I will be giving a brief overview of this project. So, let's get started. OpenMRS originally uses role-based access control, which allows every doctor to access every patient's file, as shown in this example here. We log on with the first user and search the patient database for the string John. And now we're presented with two results. Performing the same action with the second user gives us the same result. Now, if we turn on the reback component, we will see a difference in behavior. The next pair of clips shows the same users performing the same tasks. However, this time the reback component has been turned on and these relationships have been introduced. Logging on with the first user and performing the same search only gives us a single result. This is because the user shares the doctor relationship with John pattern but not with John patient. And the second user performing the search does not find any results. This is because he does not share the doctor relationship with either of the patients. The relationships used for making these authorization decisions come from three sources. The first source are the relationships that are already part of OpenMRS in the patient dashboard. However, these are not the primary source since their main purpose is to be part of patient record than for access control. The second source of relationships are called the access control relationships, and these are created similar to the patient record relationships. Administrative pages have been introduced to manage these relationships, and non-admin users are allowed to manage them, however, in a restricted way. We will come back to this later. The third source of relationships are called the implicit relationships. These relationships come from the state of the system and do not have to be explicitly declared. For example, we introduce an abstract method called getResourceOwners within base OpenMRS data class. Every concrete child of this class must implement this method, thereby allowing the system to identify the owner of each resource. For managing the access control relationships, we created a component called Actions. Actions allow non-administrative users to create and delete these relationships in a controlled manner. Each action has four components. The first component is the enabling precondition. This precondition checks for a relationship between the user who is trying to execute the action and the patient who is the target of the action. If the enabling precondition cannot be satisfied between the two, then the action is not available to the user. The second component is a list of participants that will be part of the action execution. The user and the patient are already considered to be two participants, however, the action may include more. In this example, we see one additional participant. The third component is the execution precondition. This precondition checks for a relationship between all the participants involved in the action. If this precondition cannot be satisfied, then the action cannot be executed. The fourth and final component is a set of effects that occur when the action is executed. These are a set of predefined commands that will either create new access control relationships or delete existing ones. It should be noted that either all of the effects will occur together or none at all. This feature allows us to maintain the integrity of the access control relationships. In this example, we see the first user executing an action to introduce the doctor relationship between the second user and the patient, thereby allowing the second user to access the patient's dashboard. Recall, earlier in the demo, the second user was not able to access either patient's dashboard when reback was turned on. This concludes our demo of OpenMRS with relationship-based access control. For more information on this project, please refer to the paper listed on screen and feel free to contact me. My name is Zen Rizvi, and on behalf of our team, I thank you for viewing this demo.